Hello, hello, hello. I'm moving on the screen.
Ah,
What's going on, Ron? How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing great, doing great. So,
Good.
today I wanted to talk about a little thing called publishing.
What? Publishing? What do you mean?
I mean, if anybody's in the ClickFunnels world, they hear Russell Brunson talking about publishing. If anybody listens to Steve Larson, they hear about publishing. And honestly, what changed the course of our agency and the course of our business?
Publishing.
Publishing. I sense
Publishing.
a theme.
It is a theme.
Okay. So about a year ago, actually, it was more than a year ago, we had this crazy idea, like, we should start a podcast. And we had no clue how, why, what, any of that stuff, right?
Right. Right.
And then we ended up going through a little program at PPL and actually got on track to start ours. And we launched Hindsight Hacking January 1st, 2020.
Yeah.
Tell the rest of that story, Ron.
Yeah. So I will tell you, we started this. I think we got to talk a little bit more about why we did it. So we talked about publishing, and then we decided. I thought it'd be kind of cool to have a radio show. Kind of that's what I called this, a radio show, right? And you found podcasting. What happened after that was the amount of exposure we were getting because of publishing and the people we were able to connect to, which then launched it faster and faster and faster and faster because we started it. We were able to start our agency and leave our jobs. Like, let's put it that way, where, we started something that they said to do, which was publish. We created something that we are passionate about, that we enjoyed doing. And I actually just had this conversation with somebody. We created an income stream that was not what we had last year because of publishing.
100%. And so we had been trying well before the podcast to get things off the ground. We had been trying, live in-person coaching and seminars and speaking and network marketing and all kinds of fun stuff.
Right.
But nothing was really taking off. I mean, we had some minor successes, but nothing was really taking off that we could call it our full-time, responsibility. And sure enough, today you had to go hang out with your mom and you didn't have to tell your boss, right? All
Right.
because we started publishing. So for anyone out there, I just wanted to get on our little soapbox of how it is so important to go find something to publish on. And my favorite is podcasting. So this is not necessarily a podcast, although this will turn into an episode of a podcast. But today it's not. So
Right.
whatever you guys are comfortable with, like, just go out there and pick it. Go out there and do it. But if you're not doing any publishing, you're never going to get your business fully off the ground like you want it to be.
No, and let's talk about what we're doing right now. What Corey talked about was repurposing content, right? So you guys are watching this video, and it's in multiple different places, like right this second. So it's on my Facebook page, it's in our Facebook group, it's actually on our YouTube page. It is in multiple places all the time. So it's actually repurposing itself right there. But then we could take little snippets of it and put it on social media, or we can take the whole thing and make it a podcast.
Yeah, and we will do all of the above, that's for sure. So, all right. Again, so what are the other options out there, right? Like, a person could just go to Facebook. A person could do a podcast. A person could just do YouTube, right? Like, some people are very successful and they literally just do this on YouTube only and focus there. Or even blog posts, write a book, right? Like, there's all these different avenues. How does one just get started?
Find what you want to, like, you feel most called to do. Like, if it's, let me rephrase, let me back up for a second. If it's writing a book, that takes time, right? So if you have time and you want to write a book and you're most called to write a book, write a book. If you don't have time and you want to make a faster impact, the fastest way to do things are Facebook Live. Publish every single day. Just go live, right? That can be scary. That can be scary. We've talked about it. I think we talked about it yesterday. However, consistency is the piece that is important when it comes to publishing, right? And documenting the journey you're on. So whatever the journey is that you're on, document it.
Yeah. So anybody that back to if you're going to write a book, that takes time. So document the journey and just go do Facebook Live and go do an Instagram TV or go do whatever that documents that journey. Right. So I think that is one of the key things that's helped us actually find the success is the consistency, right? Like we started January 1st, we've got 75 episodes of our show already in, and we're like inches away from having this turn into basically 5 days a week for our podcast, right? It has been a very, very consistent thing, no matter what, no matter the challenge that we've faced. It is a non-negotiable item. We have a podcast episode every week. Right. And so, go publish, be consistent, and it will absolutely change your life. So find what you love, find somebody you like to listen to and model them, right? Whether it's a podcast or a YouTube video, whatever, like go model someone you like.
Right. So, and 9 times out of 10, you're going to find out as you're along the journey and the people you want to help, you're probably going to end up finding out you're trying to help yourself like 8 months ago.
Yeah.
Right. So you're taking people, you're going on a journey and you're helping people understand that journey so they can kind of attach their rope and get climbed and pulled up the mountain with you.
Yeah. Okay. So just the last thing on this that I have, you may have more, Ron, but last thing I have on this, even if you don't have your offer figured out, even if you don't have your end game figured out, start publishing today. It is by far more important than any funnel you could build, any Facebook ad you can run, anything, is to literally just start publishing and documenting that journey. And then you'll find your way you'll find your way to the point you want to go. And at the end of the day, you might meet some people along the way and build some good relationships.
100%. When we started Hindsight Hacking, we had no clue what we were going to have as an offer, right? It was just a cool idea. And shortly after we came up with it, we've kind of tweaked it a little bit, but you know what? We had so much momentum, if you will. We started that ball rolling. And then by the time it started rolling and we knew what we were going to do, it was already like downhill.
Yeah.
That was my official sound effect.
Yeah. I think you need a roadcaster. I don't know.
No, I can just make noises.
Okay. All right, everyone. That's all we got today for your Daily Hacked. Definitely go publish. I don't care where. I don't care how. Just go do it. Get out there. Start talking. And you'll find your voice along the way.
Absolutely, guys. Have a blast. Thanks for joining us. And we appreciate you being the best part of the Hindsight Hackers community.